So how do we now make A the subject of the formula? V is equal to U plus AT is the same thing as saying U plus AT is equal to V. Yes, if I say 2 is equal to 3, it's the same thing as saying 3 is equal to 2. Good. Now always note this. It is always better for you to put your unknown, that's the one you are making the subject of the formula, at the left side of your equation. Let that later variable or unknown equate the rest. So that is why I have decided to interchange the expressions of this mathematical statement. V is equal to U plus AT. So now it's no longer V is equal to U plus AT. It's now what? U plus AT is equal to V. Now, from that U plus AT is equal to V, the first thing I need to do is to move my U to what? The other side of the equation. Now, U here is positive. So if I move my U from here to the other side, it will now become negative, which you already know. So now our equation will now be like this. AT is equal to V minus U. That is simple because we have changed the position of U. Why? We needed to do that because we are only concerned with one letter here. In this case, A. So we have AT is equal to V minus U. Now it's time for us to allow our T to disappear. Now, right now, AT here are terms that are very, very important to us because our A is entangled with T. AT is very, very important to us right now because A, which is actually the letter that we need to make to be standing alone, is attached to T. So what do we need to do now? We need to make T to disappear. Now, how can we do that? Now, T is actually, or more or less, looking like a coefficient to A. So what do you do to a coefficient when you are trying to find an unknown in a mathematical expression or a statement? You try to see how you can actually divide both sides by that coefficient. In this case now, T is acting like a coefficient to A. So what do? You divide both sides of this equation by T. Now if you divide both sides of this equation by T, you're now going to be left with what? A, standing alone. And then you're now going to be having this final equation which says A is equal to V minus U over T. A is equal to V minus U over T. Is that simple? Why? Because AT over T will cancel T, and you're left with A here. V minus U over T will still remain as V minus U over T. So your final answer will now be A is equal to V minus U over T. So now you ask yourself this question, oh, is this what change of the subject of the formula means? Making a letter the subject of the formula. Is this what it means? Yes, this is what it means. This is what it means.